Thank you. Thank you. Check it out. All right, I'm shooting specs inside. I know the intro with the drone shots you just saw was nice, but it's freaking raining. That's why I'm inside shooting these specs. Here we go. Shmello, what's going on, everybody? Master Biker here. And behind me, we have by far the smallest electric dirt bike with pedals that I have seen. 14-inch tires. I know they say 16 on the website, but they're 14. I'll break that down for you guys later on. We're gonna go over all the specs. We're gonna do some amazing riding on a nice day. And then, you know, we're gonna wrap it all up and I'll let you guys know what I think about the PostJoy GT16. Let's break her down. Started off with a rear hub 3000 watt motors. What they say, I'm assuming it's peaking at 3000 watts, gonna get you up to 36 miles an hour. If it's 36 miles an hour, I feel that it has to be peaking at 3000 watts. And then we have a removable battery, 48 volt, 25 amp hour, UL 2849 certified. They say it's gonna get you 60 miles of range. I bet it's going to get you 30 to 40, depending on how much you're throttling, how much you're pedaling. Full charge is gonna take you 8 to 10 hours. Let's take a look at the suspension. First, we have a front spring suspension right here. Budget friendly and low maintenance. It is not adjustable. We have a monoshock back here. Said 2,000 pound weight limit. I don't know if it's 2,000 pounds, but you're definitely not riding with 2,000 pounds. And then guys, I lied. They're 12-inch tires on the front and on the back. As you can see, 80/100-12 right there. That is the size of the tires in case you need to replace them or you want to put some street tires on. All right, next I want to point out, because the tires are so small, 12-inch tires, it is a very short seat, under 30 inches. It says 29.5 inches. I really feel that the bike is probably honestly a little bit shorter, maybe like 28 inches from ground to the seat, which means that it's going to be perfect for a wide variety of younger riders or people that are just not as tall. Then we got J Fickle, hydraulic disc brakes on the front and on the back with 203 millimeter disc rotors. Suggested rider height is 5'4" all the way up to 6'5". I would say even like 5'2". I'm 5'10". I'm super flat-footed. I mean, look at my knees on the pedals. I'm getting up a little bit. I don't see too much pedaling. So I would say like 5'2", maybe even 5 feet tall. Probably all the way up to like 6'1", 6'2". But man, after that, you're definitely pushing it. They say that the bike has a max payload of 365 pounds. I mean, I highly doubt that with the motor and the battery. I would probably say like 250 max, you'll still be having fun. Probably less than that, like 220, maybe even 200 pounds. 365, I don't see, you know, how you're gonna be having fun on this bike. The seat has memory gel foam. It is very, very comfortable. The bike is nice and light. It's weighing in at 99 pounds, so just under 100 pounds. Very easy to pick up, maneuver around. Again, smaller, lighter riders, probably perfectly aligned for you. All right, let's bring it up top before we turn it on with the NFC cards, which I will say are a little bit finicky. Wanted to show you guys Shimano 7-speed shifter and derailleur. Bringing it back up and keeping it on this side, quarter twist ergonomic throttle and grip free. Let's bring it on over, so hit the power button. And then what you see is your code. That's what I'm saying, it's finicky. Look at them. All right, guys, got it on. Like I was saying, NFC cards are a little bit finicky, but screen is super simple. I like the color, LCD screen, got your battery life, how fast you're going, your levels of assist, which you change right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're gonna cycle through your information right here. So boom, trip, your volume, your current, and back to your odometer. Bringing it on over, you got your headlight, super bright, and there's a skull in the middle. Never seen that. When the headlight is on, you also, when you brake, Lights up. All right, let's turn that off. Then, nice loud horn for you guys. Guys, final thoughts on the PostJoy GT16. Good ride, you know, but definitely not the same power that we're used to with some of these other bikes. You know, just a little bit bigger battery, a little bit bigger motor, not peaking out at 3,000 watts, but like starting at 3,000, peaking out over 6. Again, there is a perfect bike for everybody. If you're looking for a bike that you don't want to be absolutely crazy, out the box, super fast for your kiddo, or for you, you just want something that looks a little bit cooler. I get it, but you know, maybe you don't want your 11 or 12-year-old to go 50 miles an hour. Perfect option right here. I'm gonna make sure I include a link in the bio. I'm gonna pin a comment, see if I get a coupon code for us, and keep mobbing, my friends. So until our next adventure, who knows what we're gonna be testing out, where we're gonna be riding, who we're gonna be riding with, but I know we're gonna be living our blessed and highly favored lives. This is Matt, Master Biker. Peace.